Buongiorno everyone, and another deflated review here on another 0-0 Saturday at St James's Park. Last week it was Oxford, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. We're going to do the same with Norwich. We'll make teams, very average, poor teams here, look absolutely world class in terms of giving them the ball, letting them have the possession, and when we're in possession, we can't beat the first man. From crosses, yelling in the first half, Richie even from set pieces. There's no attacking threat, there's no agency, there's no creativity. And without trying to get riled up, I'm feeling myself getting angry. I didn't want to fucking rant, but it's just shit, man. How boring is that? I knew I should have just fucking went at half time or just stayed in the concourse or went for a nap or something. I could really do with a nap. I'm knackered. I was out last night. And what's the point in that? It's just so negative. We need a plan B. Said at the question to the fans, we need a plan B, we need a different formation at home to these teams, man. It's Norwich, man. The bottom of the league, 7 points adrift away. Worst away record in the Premier League. You'd think we were away to Atletico Madrid. Just giving them everything and just giving nothing for the home fans, and it's another ugly performance without a great result in terms of a snatch and grab or a defender scoring a goal. We got out the day and it was off on it.
It was. I kind of predicted before the game it was going to be one of them boring, stinky games. I think I said before the game it would probably be 0-0 or one team would nick it either way, which could have happened, but it was just a very, very boring, bleak game. Neither team really had anything, but Norwich are sitting rock bottom of the Premier League. Like I say, worst away record, and we really should have given them more of a game, but just really didn't seem like they were up for us. Like the delivery in the box was appalling. I know people will still be pointing fingers at Joe Linton saying he should do better. Like, yes, he did have a poor game, but when you're the only striker and you're not getting service, what can you do? He had one good effort where he...
Exactly, the one time to put a ball in, he did well. It wasn't like he not scored, was it Tim Krul?
It was Almiron's rebound that was the sitter. I can't believe he missed that.
It seemed to slide wide, to be fair, like it hit off the surface unluckily, but you've got to put it in from there, and that was the only real clear-cut chance for her.
It was. I think a Grant Hanley own goal was the only fucking decent chance we had for her. like deflected it back, fucking Tim Krul pulled off a save. We
made Grant Hanley look like fucking peaky of the day, man. There's no threat. Grant Hanley would struggle against a striker running in behind there, a bit pace.
He's exactly at the quality he is. Like, if you think, like, we had him for that one season when we were in the Championship, 4 years ago? Like, that's why we signed him. Like, we signed him because he knew he's a tough, no-nonsense Championship defender, a very good Championship defender. In the Premier League, he belongs to a team like Norwich. He's never going to end up further up the field. That's why we don't have him now, like sitting between 10th and 14th. Like, he's not good enough for us, but he made our attack look so bad. Like you say, he looked like a fucking prime Piqué or something. Like he just played their game. They weren't great. We defended all right. So it was just
kept winning,
just a back and forth game of just bullshitness.
Quality on it.
Yeah, Dubravka again pulled off two fantastic saves in the first half, particularly a couple of not decent ones in the second half. But again, we're relying on Dubravka keeping winning these games. I don't really know what wage he's on. I know he's 31 years old now. I know he signed a new contract earlier on in the season, but he's honestly so valuable to us. Like Tim Krul pulled off a couple of decent saves, but if we had a goalkeeper like a Krul or someone in like the bottom three, we'd probably be in that bottom three. Without Dubravka, we'd be fucked. And we really should have signed a striker. Like, I know I touched on that we're not getting the service in, but you're right, we should be changing the formation. But it's just not going to happen. We did it once this season and got peppered 5-0. Even the 3 games we've played so far this season against League One opposition, he hasn't changed the formation. It's just where it's comfortable. He doesn't know anything else, and like you'd say, plan B. We need a fucking plan B, C, D, E and F. Like when things go tits up, like, he just hasn't got a clue. I don't know why Isaac Hayden came off for Sean Longstaff. It's that early on and now, maybe it's in the last 5-10 minutes, fair play, but it was about half an hour. Like, Isaac Hayden's literally one of our best players, like one of the rocks in the middle of the field that can make things happen. He defends, he puts in a lot of effort, and Sean Longstaff, who's been poor this season, didn't make any difference. Like, what was that change about? I hope Hayden was injured for that to happen. I don't know what the crack is. I haven't heard anything. Like, he didn't seem injured, but I hope that was a reason more than Bruce thinking that would be a good idea.
A huge error was where he has bottled it since he changed it at Leicester. You cannot go on that because Leicester are one of the best sides in the league.
Yeah,
You're away from
exactly.
home, you shouldn't have done it then, but you should be doing it at home to Rochdale, at home to Oxford, and at home to Norwich.
Yeah.
You should be playing more attacking football at home to the bottom side in the Premier League, man. You've got to be given more impetus. There was no agency from everyone the day. Like, so Richie was winding me up, I was slow and he didn't even want, he was crouching over everywhere, and it's just no going there, man. Almiron's having to drop too far deep all the time. St. Maximin's just, he's trying, but again, there's no end product there. He's just too many tricks, and then even if you can find anyone, there's no one there to get it to in the final third. The lack of space between the midfield and the strikers is embarrassing. Again, just getting forward from the wing backs. Yedlin's got no final product, so his pace is getting him in dangerous areas, and it's so wasteful time and time again.
For the last few weeks, like, Yedlin has been like worse and worse. Like,
Bring back Manquillo, and who would have thought that? He was class.
Like first touch. Like when he's out wide, his first touch, it ends up going out the play for a throw. Like, what are you doing? Like, I used to really, really rate Yedlin. I think on his day, he is our best fullback, but over the last couple of weeks, like, I think I was saying, like, I hope they bring Lazar on. I think Lazar should definitely start against Oxford.
Lazaro.
Sorry,
don't bring out Lazar.
Lazar, fucking hell. Lazaro, sorry, Lazar, I was saying, like, he should be coming on. Lazar, I can't
He
get
should
that
be
mixed
further up like Lazaro,
Alright.
shouldn't he?
He should be, but I was saying just before he came on, he should be coming on, and he should be staking a claim against Oxford. He should be starting that game and trying to, like, prove that he's good enough to play in the next game, which is away to Arsenal, because Yedlin really isn't doing good enough. I think by that point Manquillo might be fit, so
hopefully
might be a challenge there for the
Dwight York and Al hopefully be ready now.
Dwight York's fit and Andy Cole, they're all getting ready to play.
I'd take Dwight York in this.
Like that, I'd literally take anyone. Like, I'd fucking take Igalo, Slimani, fucking anyone of them. Like,
we need more up top, man. We need more up top, because Joe Linton, he's just so isolated. I don't even think he did too bad today, to be fair, but he's just so isolated. There's just no there. It's just
so much you can do.
It's painful to watch, man.
It really is. It's just boring. Like I say, like, we've had like 4 draws now against fucking League One opposition and teams rock bottom of the league where we should be
championship team in Norwich, and
we
by
should be breezing these apart.
Some miracle, Newcastle are 10th in the league.
How the fuck did that happen?
I've got no idea.
Today
that shows how shite the league is this season.
Today feels like a defeat. Like, we're so deflated, but somehow we've gone up 4 positions.
I wouldn't. Obviously, you didn't want to draw at home in Norwich, right? But if you had to create 3 or 4 chances, like Joe Linton had the chance and Krul makes a great save. If that had happened 3 or 4 times, and we're seeing more attacking play, just some actual decent football, you'd be like, well, you know, it's just a shame drawn. It's a shame drawn at home, but at least we gave it a roll. You can't say that today. You can't say we created anything but that one chance in the first half for Joe Linton. So it's just,
it really does feel like a defeat. And I think I said before the game, like, a draw wouldn't be the worst result. Like,
at least
a point's better, but there's no reason why we can't get 3 points. We really should have tried a bit harder. We should have had a plan B. Players should have tried better. Sir Maximin, Joe Linton, Yedlin, Richie. Just really not good enough. Like, just really deflating. Feels like a defeat. Might as well have been against a team fucking 6 points away off of 19th.
Right.
Now 5. Like, they're rooted at the bottom. It's not even close. Like, they're way down there, and just can't say it off, man. Just kind of get 1 goal. Like, we didn't even have many clear chances. I'd say, like Joe Linton's save resulted in Almiron putting 1 wide and Grant Hanley nearly putting 1 in the back of his own net. Like, that was the most we had. So Maximin had a fair few long range chances that didn't really test.
Never any conviction on those shots, like. But we'll get into player ratings next. Cheers for watching. Drop your thoughts on how that match went today. 0-0 at home to Norwich. Subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourself.